Hi everyone. I will just resume that what was missing in the last session on Friday. It's about the time recording sample code. You may remember I had some struggle to get the API key for Azure. So I just want to take 5 to 10 minutes from this Q&A session to finish this exercise, or to finish this demo actually, because there is no exercise for you, as this requires patch 2 of version 10. However, here in the slides, you can jump to this blog, and in here, from there, you get the sample code. So I will do the whole demo over again. So we are now here in the GitHub from the Innovation Lab, and you can see here the time recording chatbot source code. And we can then just download the zip file and extract it to any path on our disk. And in this folder, we need then to edit the file manifest YML. And let me see. Just let me do a copy of this file actually. Okay, I will just copy this. So let me edit this again. Okay, by the way, this is the old copy, so let me close that one, open a new empty file for you. Okay, so this is how it will look like for you. No configuration made. And we need now to, let's say, enter all of the required configurations. So first of all, for the service layer, you will take the external IP address followed by the port 50,000 for the service layer /b1s/v1. The username in my case, and in your case as well, is manager. The password is in my case different. And the demo database is the demo US. The Azure API key. So you remember last time I tried to get this API key from Microsoft, but it was already expired. So it's really just for short hands-on 7 days for free. Otherwise, you need to register for Azure account with your credit card and so on, and it will be still for free. But you need to do a real registration. For this demo purpose here, what I did is I went to this link here, Microsoft Azure API key, and I clicked here to the Get API key for the facial recognition. And then I chose the 7-day trial, which is not requiring a credit card or anything else. It will not create even an account for you in Azure. It's just giving you the API key. And this is how this will then look like. The page right after you log in will look like this. So you will get 2 keys and you get the endpoint. So I will just pick one of these keys here and put it here. Then the endpoint actually is also provided here. But there's for the face recognition, you need to add at the end. It's not documented here, but you will find it everywhere in the web. You need to add to the endpoint a /v1.0. This is how it is. We may add this information also to the README in GitHub. Similarity score, I just did some check early this morning because I'm sitting in front of a sunny window. I had to reduce it a bit, otherwise it was not recognizing me always. So let's lower the threshold for a match to 55% only. And then we need the last variable we need to provide is a recast AI API key. So if we go back to the GitHub, you can see it also requires to fork, which is another way like copying the time recording chatbot in your own conversational AI account. So there is a template here, and you need to create for free an account in the SAP Conversational AI. No credit card or else required, only email. Then you get the account. And then if you click, you get to this template time recording, and then you need to actually click here to fork this into your own account. Yeah? So this can take a few minutes. What we can do, of course, is we can take an existing version. So this one I think is already copied. However, you can see there's a red font missing data. So if I click here, this is required mandatory information you need to maintain for every chatbot you are running in the conversational AI. You need to clarify what type of data is your chatbot all about. So in my case, it's not personal. I will just, you can select different options here, and then also it's non-vulnerable. It's only for demo purposes today, right? So I just save it. And now the chatbot is ready to use. And here in the settings menu, when you opened the forked chatbot and go to the settings, you can find on the left side the tokens. And this is the token I will need to copy into also the manifest file. So that's it. So what have I copied in here? I copied the service layer URL, the external one, followed by the port and the /v1s/v1. I had to enter the Business One credentials for the professional user manager and its password, the company DB, the Azure API key, the Azure Face API endpoint, followed by the V1.0, which is also required, similar like maybe here. And okay, the threshold, this is optionally in case my photo is maybe a bit old, which I maintained in Business One, and there's the sunny window, so I had to lower the threshold a bit. And I had to put in for the chatbot also the API from the so-called forked chatbot, which I copied from a template. Okay, so with this, the manifest is now updated. I can close this, and I can run the command prompt and navigate to the directory. So I'm now in this directory, and I will use the command cf push -- random route, as described also in the first exercise. This will now upload the app, including the manifest file, to the cloud platform. So this may take a minute or two, hopefully not that long. So let's wait a bit. So now it's waiting for the app to start. So hopefully it will start soon. And this is, remember, it's always the trial of the cloud platform, so it's a bit limited in terms of performance and requests per second and so on. So now I got here the URL. Just copy it with a right click. And yeah, I can now open it in a new tab. So first of all, I need to click here this button, as this one will load via service layer the employee master data and also the pictures, and will send them back to Azure for training the faces. So this can take maybe 10 seconds. Okay, this is done. So you can see 2 employees are found with 5 projects, and they are initialized. So now I can click here on this barcode and can take a photo. So this is me, hi. And yeah, it found me. And now the chatbot starts.
Darius, for which project do you want to record time?
Well, I don't know the projects, so I will write list projects.
Please choose your project.
Okay, I will choose the new server installation. I don't type it all.
You have selected project, new server installation for Maxitech, correct?
Yes.
Please provide the date for the time recording.
Today.
Please provide the start time for the time recording.
Let's say 1 o'clock.
Please provide the end time for the time recording.
2 o'clock.
Recording year time on project new server installation for Maxitech on Bucina's Zone instance. Thank you. Recorded from 1300 hours to 1400 hours on May 18, 2020 for project new server installation for Maxitech.
Okay, so if I go now to Business One and I go here now to the timesheet and go here, you can now see that there's a recording made for today 1 to 2 actually, yeah. So this is done. So this shows you how to interact actually with the employee master data. So with my photo, which is, I think, I'm employee number 3 with my picture here, and then enter some data conversation with the chatbot, and at the end it gets time recorded in the timesheet. Good. So with this, I would then thank you.